right, we are back here after some technical difficulties. We apologize for that. Wi-Fi here cooperating for about 99% of the time we've been here, except for that one. We're glad we're back with you here. Third period, 4-1 lead for the Gamecocks. Coming off that goal by Cam Mecca, a nice backhander. Up past the glove of Harris, and we get more things sorted out here. The official still in the penalty box after getting taken out along the near side wall. He's okay though. Van Dusen steps towards the slot, shoots one, just goes wide. Held into the point by Murray. Murray's got to reach to keep it in though. Goes D to Soar. Soar wants to go back to Murray. Soar walks and lets one go. It's tipped in front, goes back down low. The Gamecocks have it once more. Back out, Dave Murray. Murray's going to let one go. He tries to get that slap pass over for Cam Mecca. But Auburn's ready, and one man out of the box for the Tigers. Soar taken to task there. The puck comes out. Dave Murray slaps this one all the way back around. Mecca speeding through, takes it away from Chris Hunter. And in the corner, Mecca's got centering pass for Pizzo, never got to the net. Off the boards, Brian Shor's gonna come all the way back. Once Kyle Gratzky lays it out for him with 16 and some change to go here in the third. Dave Murray, the Gamecocks regroup on this power play. They've got Van Dusen back here along the point. They get it to him, and Soar wants that puck. Brian Soar's been smacking his stick on the ice all night. Back over now, Murray. Again, down low to Powderly. That play worked early on. Powderly, that beautiful snipe in the early stages of this game. Murray again, once Powderly moves it back over to Soar. Soar fakes a shot, back over to Dave Murray. Murray lets one go, tipped in front, loose puck, steered into the corner there by one of the Auburn defensemen. Powderly for Soar. Gamecocks controlling the tempo now on this power play. Ian Powderly looking for the hat trick, centering pass, just wide of the goalpost. Bobby Van Dusen. Back out too far for Brian Soar. The Gamecocks have effectively cleared the puck on themselves. They'll come all the way back now. 16-15 to go in the third period. Gamecocks still on the man advantage. They bring it out, second unit on now for them on the power play. Nick Pizzo at center ice, gets it through. Ian Powderly remains on the ice for the Gamecocks. He'll go into the corner. As we see, yes sir, he is released out of the box. Full strength for Auburn, and now a chance in front. Laying out his Harris. Loose puck poked in by Hawkinson, but that one's saved by Harris. And now, picking that glove up to show that Harris has the puck. We get a stoppage in play.
Now, I don't want to sound like a broken record here, Dillon, but Harris is looking really poised in front of his own net tonight. You know, he had no idea where that puck was just now, underneath him, underneath one of his defensemen, underneath the Gamecocks skater stick, but he tried to find it, and he eventually did and covered it up with his glove.
You know, I think what it is how we thought the Mecca goal was stopped. Every time he makes a save with the glove, he puts his glove up in the air. He put the glove up in the air that time. He just didn't have the puck. I guess we've been conditioned there. As this puck goes in around Kyle Gratzky's net, Auburn controls, they'll move it back out. All the way around, held into the line by Harrisell. Harrisell gets it into the slot area, bobbles around, and the Gamecocks able to advance it over their blue line as far as center red before Harrisell sends this one back in again. Nick Peters, the freshman, in his own zone. Nick Peters wraps it around for Zach Weeks. And another stoppage of play here, slashing minor. As the official has some words with Nick Peters, it would appear that Peters is the man who will head to the box as the penalties continue to mount here for South Carolina.
Now, this is a really pivotal power play for the Auburn Tigers. Down 3 goals, still 14 and change left here in this game. So let's see if they can put one past Gratzky on the man advantage and really amp their team up to come back, or maybe come back, tie this game up, or maybe take the lead in the late stages.
This point in the game really just screams Clemson to me. The Gamecocks had a huge lead and they let it slip away almost entirely due to spending half the game in the penalty box. Back they come shorthanded, Pizzo. Gamecocks really throw their skating into overdrive when they're shorthanded. Nick Pizzo moving faster than we've ever seen. A long shot kicked out there by the goaltender, Hayden Harris. As Auburn comes back, it's Brown. Brown, the captain, turns back around at the top of the circle. They get it, they move it D to D. Shot topped in front, and they score! Off the rebound, a broken play deposited into the net by Colin Tate. His third goal of the season, and Auburn cuts the deficit to 2 with a decent amount of time remaining here in the third period.
And it seems as if the Gamecocks were going to hold it there in their offensive zone, but a nice breakup of a pass, a block of a shot, a nice setup in the neutral zone to deep in the corner, and Colin Tate finding the opportunity here for these Tigers, making it now a 2-goal deficit with 13:43 left in the period.
Fortunate play there for Auburn. Point shot's always crucial on the power play. Even if it doesn't go in, it's going to be stopped by the goaltender for a rebound, or in that case, going to be blocked in front, and a broken play really moves the penalty killers around. The Gamecocks got spread out on that one, and due to that fact, it is 4-2. Gamecocks still with the lead, but Auburn has cut it to just 2 goals now. And they are coming right back. That puck shoveled all the way out. Puck number 7 out of the arena here. Another stoppage in play. I gotta wonder how many pucks they have.
Yeah.
At some point, they gotta run low on pucks.
Well, they know where to find them. Somewhere in that open end past the boards.
Depending on how many they find, they might be able to win $1 million. Somebody said that earlier. I don't remember who.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Back the other way into the corner. Auburn's got it. The Gamecocks back at even strength here after that power play goal against. Brought ahead by Mecca. Mecca, a 2-on-1. Mecca slides it across. Diving block. Their save made. And the puck goes behind the goal. The goal is dislodged. Mecca didn't exactly know where the net was. He still sent a puck netward anyway. And another stoppage in play. We're going to have a face-off. The score 4-2. About 13-16 left in the period.
That's what now, Dillon? The 3rd time it came off the morgues?
At least 3 or 4. We'll have a discussion with the ref later on, see if maybe the ice is a contributing factor to that net being knocked off so often. I mean, that play is a bit more understandable. It was a kind of a crash to the net play. But that one early on in the second period, the net just kind of floated off. Around it comes as we approach 13 minutes to go in the game. Back come the Tigers. Putter drops it back off and is intercepted by Dillon Jacob. Wristed out towards center, and Duncan Hickman, who is not on the ice right now. Broken play there as the puck hits a stick. The Gamecocks try to bring it back. Ian Powderly touches up on sides. Powderly tries to get through a man. Not usually a play that works. But Powderly still got it into the corner. He's not going to let this puck go. It comes all the way back around. Dillon Jacob, a hardy check there. As this puck comes all the way out past Adrian Kroon, another 2-on-1. Shooting one, hit the goalpost. A chance for Auburn. They came that close to making it 4-3. Powderly back the other way, drops it off, gets it back. Powderly on the backhand, tries to tuck it in. And a loose puck saved there by Harris. The Gamecocks have a man in the net. They'll try to pull him off the Auburn goaltender. Nice give and go with Powderly and Weeks there. And as close as the Tigers came to making it 4-3 at one end, the Gamecocks go right back down and almost make it 5-2.
Yes, it's crazy how one bounce of the puck can change the game. You know, if Auburn had put that in, it'd be a 1-score game. But bounced away the Gamecocks, and I thought that was going to get finished there. But again, Harris being poised in his own crease, kicked out that right pad and made a magnificent save.
Powderly with the hot hand tonight. Anytime he touches the puck, everybody in the arena knows it. As back out towards the boards, the Tigers working a point shot, never got through. Ben Smith and a diving Tiger go down to the ice. The puck ends up in the near side corner. Around and still, it comes out free towards center. It's Powderly again. Powderly pulls up in the slot. Can't get a shot off. It goes into the corner. Corey Hawkins in and after it now for South Carolina. Below the goal line, back out, unable to be held in by Nick Peters. Peters throws it D to D. Duncan Hickman now on the ice. Hickman similar in stature to Avery Cruden, which caused some confusion a little early on. Below the line now, 11 and a half to go. Pizzo on the forecheck. It comes back for Hickman. Hickman and Pizzo pitch and catch. They'll move it D to D over to Peters now. Peters back for Pizzo. Rudman on the ice as well as Egan. Those are the 5 for the Gamecocks as Pizzo races below the goal line. And Pizzo back out. Peters able to hold it in only briefly. Now it's going to bring a breakaway unless Hickman gets back. A chance for Auburn. Shoots and scores! And we got a 4-3 hockey game here. That puck into the back of the net off the stick of Steven Barone. And the Tigers have life here in period number 3.
As the Auburn bench again erupts, clanking their sticks on the boards. That was just a great use of the open ice puck. Man, fast break. I thought that maybe Duncan Hickman was going to get there. Not enough time as the two teams changed sides here. As we mentioned before, halfway through the period was going to happen. But that was a great use of the skill there by Verone. Being able to go backhand, forehand, finally put it in the back of the net, past Gradsky, and we have ourselves a game.
A lot of time left in it. We saw Peters try to put the skates together and hold that puck in at the blue line. He got caught flat-footed. Hickman tried to stay in the zone for as long as he could, but it ended up biting him in the end. A clean break the other direction for Verone. Hickman just unable to get back in time, and he beats Gradsky low to the stick hand. And it is 4-3 here in Athens.
Can't ask for anything better, can you?
We got a game here.
Outdoors, one-score game.
It's just something about playing outside like this. Elevates the game. The players, their mindset changes, their compete level changes. And it's really just, they recognize that it is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And Auburn capitalizing on their chances here in period number 3. Harris has been stellar for them. His patience paying off now. He's got some offense down at the other end. And it comes to the left of Harris underneath. Dave Murray in after that puck. Clinton Fleming keeps it away from him. Now a turning shot save made there by Harris. The blocker was quicker than the shot. Tyler Oakley back around. More collisions and Dave Murray in after it. He can't get it away. Mecca, a long shot, never got on goal. And now racing in is Blake Drummond. Countered by Cam Mecca, and a big hit there by Cam Mecca. And a puck just to the left there. That kind of hurt. I shouldn't have stuck my hand out there.
I was wondering why you were doing that.
10:19 to go here in the third. 4-3. And we've got a souvenir here on the Capital City Sports Network.
That hurt, Dillon?
A little bit.
I don't know if you guys were able to see, but the puck came over the boards and Dillon tried to catch it.
I'll bring my glove next time we're at ice level. I'll have my parents ship it to me from Pittsburgh.
You never think to bring a glove as a spectator to a hockey game.
Much less as a spectator, much less as a broadcaster. A bit difficult to write my goal and stat tracking with a glove on. Meanwhile, one out to the point now. Soar throws it in. Down low, a turning shot. Save made there by Harris. And another whistle. Another face-off. The official indicating that the net is off. Yet again, Harris might be sliding back into that goalpost. A lot of goaltenders, when the puck goes below the goal line, they go back, they put their pad up against that post, and they do it a little harder with more force than others. Causes the net to get knocked off. Another chance for Egan, and he wins a second consecutive offensive zone faceoff. Soar fakes the shot. They work into the slot. They just shot by Luke Rudman. May have caught the side of the net there. Rudman in front. He goes after it along the far side. They double back, and the Tigers will try to get some room here in order to work this puck back out. Turning over his left shoulder. Harriso back out into the slot area. The Gamecocks have it. Back the other way is Luke Rudman. Shoots one, and a backhand chance as he shimmies around the defense. Harris sprawled out. He might have made a save there. Point shot tipped in front. Harris makes a save. Still it's loose. It comes back out, and Chris Hutter's going to get it through. Hutter feeds one. Smacked out of the air by Rudman. Hutter's upset. Back out. Avery Pruden as Soar smacking his stick once more. Soar backtracks. Give it back over to Avery Pruden. Pruden drops for Soar. Soar brings it up through with 9 to go here in the third period. It's 4-3 hockey game. Gamecocks trying to get that 2-goal cushion back. Late push by Auburn. And we are in for an exciting ride to the finish. They'll get it out of the defensive zone. Brown, the captain, backhands one into the bench. Yet another puck out of play. And another face-off in the offensive zone. Ronan Egan, 2 huge offensive zone wins for South Carolina. The second, or I guess in this instance, the first unit on now for South Carolina. Powderly, Hawkinson, and Ben Smith. The line's having to be shaken up a bit here. Dave Murray filling in at center for the injured Jake Tenzie. There's a point shot by Hickman. Gets patted into the corner now. A loose puck free into the near face-off circle. Off the boards, it can't be held in. Powderly, and yes, sir, we will have a call. A hooking penalty. And the Gamecocks penalty box door swings open. Powderly's going to sit for a pair. And the biggest penalty kill of the night upcoming for South Carolina.
Now this is a chance for the Auburn Tigers to even this game up. 8:47 left. You know, I would say that they wouldn't get many chances, but the Gamecocks have taken a lot of penalties here in these last 2 periods. So let's see if they can get a nice pass rotation going and find the back of the net.
South Carolina always aggressive on the penalty kill. As this puck comes back out, that D-to-D pass, not what they had intended. As Blanding tries to bring it back in, he gets crunched along the near side there. Cam Mecca, physical as always. This puck runs all the way back down. It'll be touched up and taken there by Tyler Brinkman. They'll move it, Brinkman gets it back. Alternate captain, up ahead now for Weiss. Weiss pulls up the blue line, and Auburn's out to touch up. Weiss will settle for a dump in off the stick of Gratzky. And now Hickman's got it. Duncan Hickman throws this one right past the official and taken into the glass hard. There's Cam Mecca. Mecca goes down. We've got a penalty here. Tyler Brinkman puts his hands in the air. Mecca draws a penalty, and we will have 4-on-4. I don't think we even played 30 minutes or 30 seconds on that Auburn power play.
Now that's the second time, if I'm not mistaken, that Auburn went up in a critical position, you know, up a man, and you know, within 30 seconds to a minute, they have a man in the box themselves, making it even strength, which is not what they intend to do.
A comeback is certainly possible for Auburn, but they're not going to make it easy on themselves. As this puck brought back and around. 4-on-4 we go here. Off the dasher, they'll bring it up and ahead. D-to-D, Shore over his defensive partner, they'll wrist it back in. And into the corner it comes. Centering pass there, couldn't be directed towards the net. Back in it comes. Centracchio at the point, Van Duzen and Ronan Egan down low for South Carolina. Egan finds Soar. Soar lets one go tipped in front. Blocked by Auburn, and now back the other way. It's going to be a breakaway for Brown. Brown shoots one. And that one caught the glass. It ends up out of play in the stands. Ryan Soar less than happy with himself as he'll go off for a line change here with 7.5 to go in the 3rd period.
And as you say time and time again, Dillon, each team, every second, any period, plays for the next goal, but especially now in the late going to the game, 7:26 left in the period. Like we said, it's very hard to see the time. You know, 1-score game, they really got to play both teams for the next goal, whether it's to tie it up or to break it open with a little bit of time left.
Brown can't handle it at center ice. It's picked up by his defenseman there in Hartel. And now moving on through again. A long shot sticked into the corner there by Kyle Gratzky. Off the glass it comes down now, played by some Tigers. 2 Gamecocks come in to joust for the puck there in the corner. Back out the Gamecocks have it over center red into Tiger territory, and back now is Brown. They'll have to escape the checks there of Luke Rudman. Rudman's got it though, spinning out of the corner, and Brown gets it right back. They'll bring it up ahead now. Flying down the left side there, Robinson, and he is hit hard. And he tackles a man there. And another delayed penalty. Nick Peters drawing the call there. Delayed penalty, Gamecocks have a chance here. The official waving Gratzky off. Now it's touched there, into the corner it goes. Gamecocks still on it. Another man taken down, Peters below the goal line. Empty net for South Carolina, extra attacker on, 6-on-4. They'll try to go cross ice. And Hickman can't hold it in. Still a delayed penalty. 6 men for South Carolina. Now they've got it. Ian Powderly. Smith plays it into no man's land off the boards. Nick Peters has it. Played about 45 seconds on this delayed penalty. And the Gamecocks bring it in offsides. That's the only reason that play was whistled down. with 5:39 to go in this third period. The Gamecocks going to have another chance here. They'll go back to the power play. And Hayden Harris will be looked to keep his team in it.
Yeah, so now it's all on, well, I don't want to say all on him, but down on a 5-on-3 advantage in favor of the Gamecocks. 1 goal up. You saw the way they passed it there on the 6-on-4 two-man advantage. So I expect nothing less on this 5-on-3. And, you know, maybe they'll find the back of the net and make it a two-score game with roughly a little under 6 minutes left in the period.
Blake Robinson sits 2 for a holding call as this puck chipped up and out. And again, number 8 goes over the glass. We'll have another stoppage and a fresh puck, barring that they don't run out, as our penalty box correspondent Brandon Alter with a beautiful toss, fantastic form as he sends a puck towards the rink.
It looks like he practices that.
It's hard not to practice that. Has he been throwing those over all game?
I haven't noticed. That's the first time I saw, at least. I'm sure he has.
Absolutely. I bet he's got a great view there from the penalty box. Back around. I'm sure he hears some interesting things between the benches. Tigers on this penalty kill, pinching in his Soar. Soar brings it back. They'll motor it down low towards the top of the circle. A shot turning, and that one hit the stick there of Harris. A wraparound chance, and now another shot. Save made by Harris. Harris going post to post to make 2 huge saves and keep his team in this hockey game. 5:17 to go in the third. Gamecocks with a big opportunity to put this game back to a 2-goal deficit. Peters back up to Mecca. Mecca in over the line. He's got more guys with him. Mecca backhander, and another save there by Harris. The speed of Harris, and you'll notice as he comes out, puts that puck on the back end, he widens his base just a little bit, puts the skates out, gives himself more balance, makes himself bigger, more stable, and kicks out any defensive sticks that might try to take the puck off his stick there. The little things there that make a huge difference for the game of Cam Mecca. Point to point, it's Murray, a chance in the slot, winds up, and that one never connected cleanly. Behind the goal again. Ben Smith swats at it blindly. He can't find it. It comes free again. Ian Powderly. Back out to the point. Oakley for Powderly. Powderly on the far side now on this power play. Centering pass for Powderly. It got caught up in his skates and he couldn't pull it to the stick. Oakley at the point. Back down low again. Curling at the top of the circle. That shot by Van Duzen never got to the net. Oakley is shot. Double deflection in front. Ends up on the stick of Dave Murray. Murray walks the line, sends one in off the stick of Powderly, and Tigers will have a chance here as they get this puck out. 4:12 to go. Third period, Gamecocks still with a little bit of penalty time on the holding call. They'll bring it in with numbers. Murray snakes his way in, feeds Powderly. Back down low to Murray. Murray, the Gamecocks all crash the net here. Murray couldn't stuff it. Brings it free. Ben Smith tries to feed the centering pass, and that one ends up awry in the corner. Corey Hawkinson back after it. Murray wants it. Ben Smith can't tuck it loose in front. That comes through again, and as we said, a little bit darker over there makes a little bit of a difference when you're looking for that black puck behind the goal. Now a 2-on-1. Penalty over, a shot. Couldn't be corralled there by Brown. Beautiful opportunity, 2-on-1. He couldn't settle the puck down. Long shot. Knocked down in the slot, brought back the other way. Going to be a chance here, and too far for the stick of Ben Smith. Ian Powderly tries to feed Smith there. He's at the end of his shift. Smith just did not have the wheels to finish on that opportunity. The puck ends up in the corner, and icing is called. Not sure. I mean, I guess if we got an icing call, Ian Powderly passed that from behind the red line. But it looked like he was in front of the red line.
I also thought Ben Smith got a little touch on it at the blue line before it went down past the goal line.
Smith does not go to the bench. Much to our surprise here. Smith stays out on the ice. He's winded. One of the advantages here of being outdoors, you can see how hard these players are breathing. They are exhausted. Now they go for a line change. As the Tigers regroup, it's Brown, their captain, gives it away to Egan. Egan along the right side, centering pass to Rudman. Rudman can't handle it. Loose in some skates. Weeks pulls it out, shoots one off the goal. That looked like that hit the back of the net. It comes loose out again. That's twice now. Not only the optics screwing with the players, they're messing with me as well. I thought that puck hit the back of the net. There was a chance by Luke Rudman earlier on that I also thought hit the net there. As we approach the 2-minute warning here. 2:37 to go. Around it comes. That shot hits someone. Now the Gamecocks go D to D. Trying to hold on and nurse a 4-3 lead to the finish line. Auburn doing everything in their power to tie this game up. Bouncing puck swatted out of the air. Nice defensive play there. Egan in after it. It comes back free to Duncan Hickman. Hickman gonna bring it in. Shoots one off the stick and up into the face cage there of Fleming, the defender for Auburn. They'll rim it back out. It comes to Nick Peters. Peters does the opposite. Sends it in behind the goal. Around it comes. Pops off a stanchion. And the Tigers will have it. Up and now 3 guys on 2. Shooting one. A save made by Gretzky. A rebound. Almost an open net chance as the Gamecocks come back again with more speed. Under 2 minutes to go. It's Nick Peters against 4 Tigers. Shoots that one into the glass. Bobby Van Duzen has it now. Van Duzen tries to spin away from a check. He lost the puck. Hickman comes in, tipped in front, stopped, given over to Van Duzen. He can't get a handle on it. Now it comes to Mecca. He can't handle that one though. It comes free back up to the point. Peters a shot. That one's saved made by Harris. And below the goal line it comes. More hits by Ronan Egan. Egan not a small man by any sense, as that puck trickles in through the goal mouth. Hickman pinching in. Peters at center ice, awaiting the odd man rush that almost came. And icing called here with 1:13 to go. The Gamecocks with a one goal lead, 4-3 here in this outdoor game. And we hinted at an interesting ride to the finish, and these guys have not disappointed.
No, they have not, Dillon. Both very aggressive on the forecheck, and making big hits in the open ice, creating some nice scoring opportunities for their teammates. And let's see if one of them works out.
Hawkinson off the face-off. Cam Mecca, rather. And now comes back underneath. Dillon Jacob. He'll have help from Cam Mecca as we are 1 minute away here from the end of regulation. Now a chance for Van Duzen. Right in the slot. A shot. A save made by Harris. Van Duzen follows his rebound, though. Gets it back out to Brian Soar. Soar sends it down to the far side circle. Shot there. Save made by Harris. The rebound. Soar holds it in just past the blue line. Keeps it from going all the way back down, and Soar distributes his puck back in. Dillon Jacob in the slot. Finesses his way on through. Mecca out there with Van Duzen and Jacob. The Tigers have it. It's Captain Brown as he speeds through center ice. Brown on the backhand. Shoots one. Save made by Gretzky. Rebound goes loose, and Brown's got it again. Centering pass. That one blocked there by Brian Soar. A game-saving block by Soar. Another centering pass goes through. Gamecocks are tired here. They're working back out to the point, and it's free. Empty net. And now a chance for Van Duzen in the empty net. He scores! Bobby Van Duzen, second of the night, ices it here for the Gamecocks with 7.3 to go. That'll do it. Bobby Van Duzen gives the Gamecocks a 5-3 lead.
And like I said before, Dillon, one bounce of the puck really determines, the outcome of, or can determine an outcome of a game. There, Brian Soar, players call him Chief, came up with a huge game-saving shot block there, as it seems as Gretzky was still on the other side from the previous shot, and then Van Duzen, a nice breakup of the pass, and empty net, not much to do from there, but he buries it, and now it is 5-3 Gamecocks, but they have not changed it on the scoreboard yet.
We'll have to talk to Brandon about that one. The Tigers had to take a chance there, down by 1 with a few seconds left. The double-edged sword there on the empty net as we drop the puck for what will be the last time here. Luke Rudman back outside. Egan curls one in the forehand, and this clock hits zeros. That'll do it. The Gamecocks come into Athens, play an outdoor game against the Tigers of Auburn. They get the victory 5-3 here. They crowd around their goaltender, Kyle Gretzky, just his second win of the season. And boy, is it a special one here for these Gamecocks.
Very much so, Dillon. Like you said, kind of sensed routines from that Clemson game last Saturday. Getting up early in the game, but getting into penalty trouble and letting up goals, man down. And just like they did that game, They held their own. Defense played well. Gratzky was well in net. And, the offense on the forecheck was really imperative to the Gamecocks pulling out of Athens tonight with a win.
South Carolina will find themselves 8-3-0, 5-1 in the SEC to finish out the month of January. As we said, their next game will be February 1st, a back-to-back against Kennesaw State at home. We'll step aside, and when we come back, we'll have a brief post-game recap here on the Capital City Sports Network presented by SGTV. All right, welcome back to the Capital City Sports Network. For the final time tonight, the Gamecocks beat the Auburn Tigers by a score of 5-3 outdoors here. A back-and-forth game. The Gamecocks buckled late, similar to the night in Clemson. Power plays and penalties against, really, they're undoing in that second period, but they were able to hang on, and a big night for everybody.
Yes, though, and I think what helped them is that whenever they went down a man, you know, a little 5-on-4, Auburn was quick to, I don't want to say answer that, but, you know, 30 seconds to a minute, 45 seconds, they had a man in the box themselves, which really helped the Gamecocks. You know, great job in net for both Harris and Gradsky, holding their own, even though penalties were huge and penalties were taken, I want to say, every few minutes for both teams, but they held their own in their crease, and Gradsky came out on top.
It was really a case of last man in the box loses tonight. They're playing penalty box roulette. The Gamecocks able to come out of this with the 2 points. They advance to 8-3-0 on the season. They'll be picking up speed now, turning our attention forward. Kennesaw State, Friday and Saturday. This next weekend, February 1st and 2nd. We will be at home in Irmo to bring you that game. And then after that, it is the SEC tournament. And really just a fantastic, unique experience here at the Akins Ford Arena at the Classic Center here in Athens, Georgia. An outdoor game. We thought ice would be a problem because it's the South and there's not a lot of outdoor hockey in the South, but it is cold. Ice is not a problem.
I don't know if you can see us while we speak, the mist coming up, but we got a chance to talk to Coach Sirwell after the game, and he said that this, you know, being around hockey 35 years. This is his first ever organized game outdoors, and he loved it. He said it was a great experience. He did say that, you know, the Gamecocks didn't finish as many opportunities, you know, finishing only 5 when they maybe had 8 or 9, but he's very happy that they came out on top. And he said that the guys were, you know, taking their jerseys off on the bench and in the locker room. He's like, "How are you guys doing that? I'm freezing over. I can't even feel my toes."
All the players warm from skating around. Alan Sirwat not warm from standing there for a few hours. But really, just a truly, genuinely fantastic experience here. From all of us at SGTV, all of the people who put this together, a big thank you to them. Thank you to the Classic Center for being so hospitable towards us. Thank you for watching this immaculate, wonderful presentation of the American College Hockey Association. For all of us here at SGTV, for Johnny Hartel, my name is Dillon Clark. Thank you for joining us. Good night, Carolina. Forever to thee.
You are watching the Capital City Sports Network on SGTV.